Sounds real? Sounds real?
Sounds real?
Sounds real.
I'm Jon Jon.
And I'm Jack. And on today's episode, we're going to discuss the I Hate God show.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Who the hell is this guy?
Oh, this is our number one fan. He kind of took over the show today.
Oh, well, hell, I want to be part of this.
Yes.
I tell you, I thought I was getting replaced. Our number one fan.
How you doing, John? Pretty good, but I'm a little nervous about today's show. Is it all right that we're taping without Danny? Because he's the technical expert, and I'm afraid you jackasses are gonna electrocute me.
That's okay. That's okay, right?
Yeah, I think we're going to be fine.
I think we'll be okay.
I'm still a little wet from the shower. My idea was that we should do this.
Dude, don't talk about
as
the
a
shower.
tribute to sludge and do it unwashed and filthy and stuff. But Jason said that we had to project an image to protect the brand.
That's right. So we all showered up together.
So we're all clean and showered, but I have not brushed my teeth, so I'm rocking the halitosis today. So if you see them wincing, you know.
John, you have pants on today.
Yeah. Yes, I did
And
put
our
pants
viewers
on
are
today.
Probably grateful for that.
So anyway, let's talk about the show.
Yeah, John. This was your first experience at the Rock House, correct?
Yes, I came all the way down from DC to see this batch of bands. Well, one particular band. The rest of them, I'm afraid, I wasn't familiar with.
Which one was that one?
I Hate God, the headliner.
Oh. Let's promote this brand here. Southern Discomfort, only at the Rock House. American Pilsner. Comes with the picture of the album cover, or I don't know if it's the album cover, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's Take As Needed for Pain, I think.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Anyway, I guess this is going to be a Rock House series beer. Exclusive only at the Rock House, and maybe other bands will start doing this. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So back to the show. So the show opened up with two openers. Why We Hate You. And let's just start from there. We'll take each band at a time.
Why We Hate You?
Yes.
I didn't hear a lot of Sisters of Mercy there.
3-piece band.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
They cited that as one of their influences, and which is cool because we're all big Sisters of Mercy fans. But I didn't hear a lot of Sisters in their music. Heard some Slayer, heard some Sabbath, heard a lot of death metal.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they're really good. I like the image. They kind of remind me of the old school Venom, the spikes, the whole image of heavy metal. You know exactly what you're gonna get as soon as they hit the stage because they look like they're gonna bring that brutal, kind of Slayer, kind of
the big Slayer spikes.
Yeah, with the big Slayer spikes. And yeah, they did. They hit the stage, and that's what you kind of got was this big old sound of old school. It was kind of like old school black metal. That's what I got. Kind of thrashy. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I definitely like their image.
Yeah,
They got the image going on. And then after that was Carriers of the Dead.
Now they had a great image.
Yeah, I thought it was prom night at the Rock House, and but they do have a specific image. I get it. I think I get it. Maybe the Undertaker type of look.
I dug it. It's a formal dress for a metal concert. That's cool. It's not totally unique, but it's different enough. Only a handful of bands are doing it.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. All black, all formal ties and stuff like that.
It was very cool.
It was cool, and musically they were.
Yeah, musically they're really, really good. It was like metalcore,
Something like that. Yeah, I heard a little screamo
Black
in
metal
there.
too.
Yeah, there was black metal
Yeah,
elements in there.
It was like black and screamo kind of.
Yeah, there you go. Black and screamo.
The singer was kind of rocking a Dave Vanian type thing, had cadaver type makeup. And Dave Vanian used to wear a suit, in concert as well. So I'm not sure if they're big Damned fans, but
maybe they got some of that influence. But yeah, they're really good. I had never seen them, never even heard of them, to be honest with you.
who was kind of stealing the singer spotlight though was their guitarist.
The guitarist.
He was, oh man, that dude's entertaining, and I hope if he's watching, dude, I mean no disrespect whatsoever. I got a huge kick out of watching you, but he's got like his beard dyed, and he's got this wild hair, and he's big grin on his face, and he looked kind of like a deranged Oompa Loompa, just like bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
I could not take my eyes off him the whole show. I mean, he was great. He was awesome.
definitely having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
He was definitely into the music.
The band totally looked like they were having a really good time, and I think it was a band that was new to all of us, wasn't it? I'm not from this area, so I definitely have never heard of them.
I had never heard of them either. What?
Carriers of the Dead.
Carriers of the Dead. Yeah. So that's a band to watch out for because they're really good.
Mm-hmm. I hope I would suggest you guys like try and reach out to them and try and find out,
Yeah, we definitely
what they're all about, because
definitely want to do an
they
interview.
kind of surprised all of us.
Yeah.
It was a really good surprise. I was impressed by those dudes a lot.
I definitely enjoyed their set. They had the image going on. They had some really tight songs. That's some just really solid set, in my opinion, and just really motivated the crowd for what was coming next, and it just kept that energy and that momentum going. And I really would like to see them again.
Yeah.
So, and then
Cancer Christ.
Then came the assault.
Yeah, then came Cancer Christ. Wow. Yeah. I dug their show, man. It's all about performance, all about theatrics. They have a great image, and they're scary looking, and the whole blood thing and mask, and
Yeah, the floor looked like an abattoir.
yeah.
I followed Jason up while he was filming, and got closer to the stage, and well, first thing the drummer comes out just covered in blood, and fake blood, we hope. And he's antagonizing the crowd, and they're enjoying it, flipping him off back, and it's a standard thing. And then he just like grabs a big old double handful of crud off his chest, flings it out in the audience, and I got blasted with it. My shirt just covered in fake blood. Then on top of that, the rest of the band starts filing in from the back, starts shoving us aside, and smeared the back of my shirt with more fake
John
blood.
got bathed in Cancer Christ blood.
Yeah.
It was, I was there on the floor, and me and John were there, and they came out. I felt like I was in that movie Neon Maniacs. I really did. I was like, what is going on?
They all wear fright masks. I think it was, were they humanoids from the dead? Or they were some kind of fish monster.
According to their blog, they're reptilians.
Oh,
Were they like chuds?
and they frequently jumped out in the audience. One of them came and smacked Jason and me as he went by. We're not filing charges or anything.
Yeah, it's all good fun. It's all good fun.
Part of the show.
Cancer Christ.
Yeah, well, musically they're grindcore. I mean, I don't know what else it's called.
No, I think they're more like punk, hardcore punk.
I thought it was more grindcore. I mean,
I don't know. I thought more punk because
we've had this discussion before. As far as the new labels of what they consider the genre, I would definitely say they're grindcore.
No, I don't know.
They're short songs.
Yeah,
but
but
the style of Anal Cunt.
It's more like,
except a lot tighter.
I would say more leaning towards crust. I don't know about grindcore.
I don't know. We could have a big discussion about it.
But anyway,
their style of grindcore, whatever you call it, is not really my bag. But performance-wise, I mean, it's entertaining.
Yeah. Do they have a flamethrower out in the?
Yeah, they have a flamethrower.
If you're easily offended, because they do their best to offend you, and
yes, they do.
Yeah, they want to get a rise out of you.
Don't take your mother to this show.
Yeah.
There was like a baptism of blood in the parking lot.
Oh yeah, there was a baptism, and I saw it. I filmed some of it, so
very cool.
I think John wanted to be next and bathe,
No,
but
no. I'd had enough blood.
wow, they got the crowd in a frenzy, and they did like 30 songs, 30 or 40 songs in their set because their songs are like
About
a minute.
10 minutes.
They did both EPs, and I don't know what else they tried. I think they tried to talk more so that they could just.
There was a lot of interaction between them and the audience, and I mean,
Some of it not entirely planned. There was, a little disruption
Yeah.
that broke out. Some people did not take the joke very well.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's always that.
But
Don't
the
touch
Rock
a
House
man's hat.
bouncers are on top of their game. I mean, they jumped in before anyone could get. Well, I don't know if the fish man got hurt, but
I don't know.
Well, don't like they said, don't touch a man's Stetson. I guess it's true.
it's Texas. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, they came from California.
They came from
and- yeah.
California, and
guys.
so maybe they don't know about touching guys' hats. But
Well, moving on from Humanoids from the Deep, we
Humanoids from the Deep. That's the one.
so now is Goatwhore.
Well, we've been fans of Goatwhore for a while, and they're a style of black metal, and I guess black and I want to say black and doom. What kind of sort of some of the later stuff, but they're a black metal band, and yeah, they rocked it. I mean, the crowd loved it. It seems like a lot of people were there for them. I had never seen them live, but they're pretty intense. I dug the Goatwhores. I don't know. What do you guys think? The Goatwhores.
it's not my bag. I mean, I don't want to like.
He doesn't have any bags left.
I'm not.
Oh man,
I'm
You're
not
running out of bags, John.
I'm not crapping on the Goatwhore or anything like that. I've never been a big fan of the Satan thing. It's not like they were like preaching or anything, but they're good at what they do.
You
It's
listen
just
to some of the darkest, most blasphemous type of music. So I don't know.
but a lot of it's just
Nonsensical
just
type
an image. Some bands take it seriously, and some
I
bands
don't think
it's
Goatwhore's
just,
taking it serious.
I don't know. I kind of think they are.
No.
I was.
Well, they're supposed to
I'm
be
talking out
considered-
my ass here. I was
Really?
just
Yeah.
like looking on the Wikipedia, and it
Yeah.
sounds kind of like.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
but I mean, they
But
just don't shove it down your throat.
but no, I mean, for what they do, they're really good. They had some like really cool riffs that I did get into. It's just overall, if that's your thing, Goatwhore is a great band to get into. It's personally not my thing, but they're good at what they do. They're excellent at what they do, and they totally had the crowd going bonkers.
Yeah, the crowd was going crazy, man.
I
really liked them.
I personally like Goatwhore. Yeah, in the beginning they were pretty much straightforward black metal, and in their mid career they kind of incorporate more sludge. But they didn't play too much from the mid career, and then now they kind of ventured out and become a little bit more intricate in their music, and I definitely dig their new one. But to each his own.
I do too.
To each his own.
Yeah.
But yeah, Goatwhore. And then John was waiting the whole night. The whole night. Besides getting drenched in Cancer Christ blood. and being attacked from the humanoids from the deep.
Yeah.
And but I Hate God came out.
Yeah.
All of us, I think, have been. As we all know, sludge is Jack's favorite kind
I
of metal.
love the sludge.
Now.
I love the
I
sludge.
don't know what happened all those years.
I don't know either, but I love the sludge.
But no, I've been listening to them off and on since the early '90s, and I just love that deep down in the nether reaches of your bowels where those riffs go. I was joking with Jack and Jason that their guitars never touch like the top 3 strings.
No, it was all.
It's all down in the basement, just growling. And there's like a groove to it too. It's just
there's a different group to EyeHateGod.
and for some reason, like a lot of the audience cleared out. Doesn't make any sense to me, but you know,
To each his own.
they
No,
they love Goatwhore. I love I Hate God.
Yeah.
But the people who were there were all engaged in like the slow motion headbang.
Yeah, there was an attempt to start a mosh pit during their show, but it just
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
got fizzled out.
It's just a different
It's a different feel.
different mood, different vibe, and yeah, I was just like, okay.
I feel sorry for the staff at the Rock House who has to clean up all the spit.
Oh yeah.
Snot.
There was a lot of spit and snot. Thankfully, I didn't get showered with any of that this time, but there were snot rockets flying and goobers and all kinds of
All kinds of bodily fluids.
yeah. It was
Yeah, that night was a mixture of everything.
it was a nasty, dirty sludge show, and
Yeah, kind of.
just
Yeah. It was awesome.
Yep.
Sound was good, like always.
Yeah.
Bunny, man, he was running that board hot, but it sounded clear. So
Oh, thank God we all had our ear protection.
yeah. I
Oh
had
my gosh, it was
earplugs on, but I was still
loud.
buzzing just a
Yeah,
little bit
I actually
afterwards
woke
because
up this morning.
yeah,
with
same
the
here,
ringing.
same here. A little bit of rings still
And
still
we had our
going,
earplugs
but
in. It was loud, but it was awesome. This is one of the shows that I know Jason and obviously our number one fan here has been looking forward to. So I'm glad I saw I Hate God.
Yeah, and he flew all the way out here from Washington D.C. So that's really nice for him to make the effort and ridicule all the bands. And I really appreciate that. Personally, I Hate God was one of my favorite bands. You know, listening to the genre and watching them, you just get in trance. You're like in a trance, and it's really awesome stuff. And you know, they even started off like a jazz session in the beginning.
it was
Which
just
was
like
really cool. They're
just
just
like
jamming
a
out.
kind of groove. Yeah,
And that was really cool. Maybe he forgot what the set list was. I don't know that night. That's what I think. He was like, "Hey, where's
might have been their version of a sound check, you know,
Yeah, I think
to
so,
to
and they
give
just
the,
kept
give the
going.
audience a little, you know, instead of just blasting, you know, let's give them a little groove.
So
It was
yeah,
cool.
it was an awesome set. They rocked it down they sludged it down for about an hour.
That was they were my introduction to sludge way back when. I remember, you know, reading reviews back in the early '90s when I was into the Sub Pop and all the grunge
bands.
bands and stuff like that, and some critic, you know, just to try and relate to what I Hate God was doing. Well, you know, it's kind of like grunge, but even, you know, well, I'm all about the grunge, so I'll check out, you know, In the Name of Suffering. And I got it. And it threw me at first because I was like, this isn't really the Seattle sound. It's different from Tad. It's a lot different from Soundgarden, you know. But okay, you know, all right, it's okay. But I kept coming back to it, playing it more and more and more and more. I really dig this. Started to really like it, and then Fudge Tunnel came along, same thing.
Fudge Tunnel.
And, you know, over the years, just okay. So this is called sludge, and you know, it's this dirty, nasty, you know,
Crowbar.
Yeah, you know, I and we're talking about that last night about how everything has to be categorized under certain labels and stuff like that, and to market. And I can definitely see what they're trying to throw that band into the grunge sound, and it has nothing to do with the grunge sound. It's kind of like grindcore, you know, our big discussion about grindcore. But now there's that umbrella of doom, and everyone, if it's doom, then you have all these subgenres, the sludge and all, you know, funeral and blah, 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 psych. And so, yeah, my experience first with I Hate God was Andrew. My friend Andrew had this tape, and he was like trying to play it, and it was kind of crazy. He was like, dude, you got to hear this stuff. You got to hear this stuff. And I hated it. I hated it, you know. And then finally, Jason,
7 foot spleen.
yeah, he was playing me Weekend Nachos one day, and I hated that too. But I started listening to it a little bit more, and he's all, "No, dude, you got to kind of, you know, really get into it." And yeah, I've been a big sludge fan for like the past month. Anyway, sludge is awesome.
Yes, it is. Overall, it was an awesome show, and we had the pleasure of having John as company. And
You know, I don't even know what this sounds real thing is about. It doesn't sound quite legal to me.
you know, if Danny was here, he cut it.
But you know, you fellas seem like a sweet couple, and so I'm happy to be on your show.
Thank you, John.
And,
I appreciate
and
those
offer
kind
my
words.
support for.
Those
for
kind
you
words,
two.
John. Thank you. Appreciate that. Well, it was an awesome show, and a lot of stuff took place that night.
Yeah, if you weren't there, you're square.
It was, yeah.
Oh, I got a Southern Discomfort only at the Rock House. Yeah, you got really buy at least a case of this beer. Awesome.
Oh yeah, and shout out to the friendly biker chick that came up to me after the show, gave me a little fist bump, and
Oh, that's right.
that if she's out there watching by any chance, Friday there's gonna be a big show at the Rock House.
Thanks, John. In conclusion, you know, make sure,
Hook up a date.
John, this is not a dating app.
That's hilarious.
Hey, I just wanted to invite her to you guys' show. You guys'
Thanks,
big
John.
show.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I want all
Thank
the
you for
audience.
keeping us in your best interest.
I want all the audience out there who might enjoy your selection of bands
Thanks.
Yeah.
to
Oh,
come
they
out
will,
and
they will.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be an awesome night. But in conclusion, you know, thank you, Jon, for being on our show.
thank you for
And,
hosting me.
And just, you know, press like, share, subscribe, put all those good comments. You know, those bands out there, they put hate mail towards John, directed towards John. He has a Facebook. And any last words?
No.
Oh, you, John?
Friday at the Rock House.
Be there, baby.
Oh, one more thing before we go. I was watching this the Infernal Affairs trilogy on the Criterion Collection. Have you seen that? It's
John, just stay focused here.
That's for another show.
Yeah, let's release the cheese.
it's a good flick, but maybe they should have stopped at the first one.
Okay. All right. Thank you for watching this
And Danny?
episode. And Danny, take us out. Sounds real?
Sounds real.
Sounds real.